Kanto, Johto, Hoenn, Sinnoh, Unova, and Kalos. The list will forever go on with the continuation of the Pokemon franchise. However, as someone who's always enjoyed fan projects made by the community, I've recently acquired an itch. The itch for a complete ROM hack. Something that truly captures the essence of all the elements a Nuzlocker can enjoy. So this is just part 1 of my journey to find the perfect ROM hack.
We got some interesting stuff on the menu today. 1, we are trying out the green screen with Pokemon, because why the fuck not? I want to be in the Johto region. I think that's just my spot. So yeah, that's what we're gonna do. As you can see, where is he? Over there, in that corner, somewhere over yonder, you will see our 07s. That will be our death counter. We are Nuzlocking Pokemon Heartgold Generations. What are we doing? Cook wants Chikorita. Chikorita is actually probably really good in this. Because I can imagine it probably gave it a fairy typing. If not, I may crush out. If we wipe at Faulkner, then we'll go Chikorita. As funny as that may sound. Alright. Now that we have our croc, we are headed to see what's so mysterious about this egg. I arrive at the home of Mr. Pokemon after many unique encounters to the Johto region. Once inside, Mr. Pokemon and Professor Oak press me for just casually breaking and entering into their humble abode. Once they see the aura I bring, and hand me an egg for these stressful times. With our newly acquired stress egg, we get a call from the coward we call Professor. It seems a child has broken into the lab and stole a living creature from an adult. Like a shonen main character, we head off into the lab to save the day. However, we are stopped by what appears to be the boy who beat down our professor and stole a Chikorita. After we easily dismantle the rival, we head towards our first badge. Along the way, we manage to beat some bald dudes down and grab some new guys for our team. Say hello to Pancham, the Bean, Mimikyu, Mareep, and Venonat. Now that we are prepped and ready to face our first gym leader, Faulkner, let's see how this goes. He starts off by sending out Hoot Hoot, so we shock it twice and put down the bird. With Noctowl out, the real battle begins. We start off with the T-Wave to limited speed, but the Mareep taking too much damage and me not risking that crit there. We pivot to Mimikyu, but the big dumb bird spams Roost, so we spam our No You and wall as much as we can for a considerable amount of time. Deciding to switch things up, we go into the Hairy Bean and seal the deal. Love seeing a Noctowl on this team, but truly I was hoping for a little bit more burbs in the battle, but all in all we get through it pretty easily. Now as Faulkner is flying high, we must bounce onward. We find out from a nerd that our stress egg is actually a Pokemon. So we press onward through a cave and manage to find some new dudes for the team. As we make it to Azalea Town, grab our encounter from the forest, then we head to talk to a man fascinated by balls. The ball crazy man gets upset about Team Rocket hacking off Slowpoke tails, so he decides to Assassin's Creed dive into the well. As expected though, Kurt is now fighting for his life, so we must keep things moving. We grab our encounter in the well and proceed to beat down Team Rocket. We now push onward to our second gym badge. With Bugsy in front of us, we're ready to shred. Bugsy's team, like the rest of the Johto leaders, will be using more Pokemon found in the Johto region. Bugsy manages to make things a little scary for us, but our sweet Mindfu took one for the team, so our journey can keep moving along. After chasing now a couple of forest ducks and saving a dancer in distress, we are now at Goldenrod making a few more team additions. In Goldenrod, we press right for my childhood nightmare that is Whitney. With this game given access to so many different Pokemon while only keeping gym leaders limited to the Johto teams that they have, you can see how fast we start scaling. Gym 3 down and Spooky Boy Morty is next in our sights. We find a neat little dragon in the park and then spray down the tree that blocks our way. Once we hit Ecruteak, we stop the Gooner causing chaos in the dance theater and mosey our way over to the Burn Tower where all the cool edgy kids hang out. Once inside, we beat down our Twitch mod and rival Croc Blocker and go let the dogs out. Don't worry, they don't bite. Now that these dudes be roaming, it's off to fight Morty.
at Critique Gym. We make our way past a handful of old ladies and face off with Morty. We obliterate his team easy peasy and snag that fog badge. Sanity still intact, we push on. Along the way to the next town, we stop by the light tower to see the sickly Ampharos. With our heart of gold, we agreed to save this light bulb. We cross the sea and end up on an island, creep our way into the gym, do the puzzle, and interrupt the aura farming Chuck is doing. The fight begins. Into the fray, we cut things fairly close and squeeze by with our next gym badge. However, our true mission to save Ampharos must go on. We go to the CVS on the island, snag some drugs for Ampharos, and dash our way back to the lighthouse. With Ampharos all drugged up, we make our way to the 6th gym where we are finally met with the recognition we truly deserve. Unfortunately for Jasmine, her guys can't handle the force that is my team. Melting the steel beams that hold the foundation of her gym, Jasmine crumbles. 2 gyms left. We run through the cave, make our way around some optionals, and make our way to Mahogany. But we notice some commotion in the distance at the lake. We make it to the Lake of Rage. It's storming like crazy, and in front of us, a sick Gyarados. It's red, there has to be something wrong with it, so we put it out of its misery. We swim back to shore, and awaiting us is the Johto League Demon. They use their power to try to get free labor out of us, help them dispel a criminal organization. Naturally, we happily accept. We fly back to the drugstore in town, but they are actually a hidden base for Team Rocket. Lance, being off a bean, decides to hyper beam a man point blank right between the eyes. Crazy. We continue through their base as a true accessory to the crime Lance has just committed. Like a true hackerman, we crack the code and make our way to one of the 2 executives running the show. We wipe the floor with Petrel again, and then make our way to the double battles with the Johto region King Vaughn against the final Rocket executive. It's not much of a battle as we obliterate them in tandem. With Team Rocket out of the way, we can happily continue our path to the next gym. We bundle up, grab a cup of cocoa, and head inside to the meat locker that is the 7th gym. Once we get inside the 7th gym, we push around a few ice cubes on the floor, throw some kids into the snow, and we stand before the frosty grandpa himself, Price. We begin our battle. Similar to the Jasmine team, Price couldn't handle the heat my team brought and proceeded to melt before me. Shambles and puddles is all that remains of Price, and we're handed our 7th gym badge. Walking out of the gym, our phone starts ringing. Assuming it's a spam caller, I start screaming into my phone, but it turned out to be our noodle-spined professor. Once again, we hear all of their cries for help. We fly back to Goldenrod to see a bunch of Team Rocket goons have taken over. We go to the underground tunnel, hit a quick wardrobe change, make our way back into the building after enjoying the best part of the game. I do want to add in, it's truly a shame we haven't had any moments like this in the series where you infiltrate a villain organization dressed as one of their own. I know Heartgold and Soul Silver and just really Gen 2 get a lot of hate for the most part, so it's about these little moments that we truly appreciate it. Moving on. Sneaking our way into Radio Tower, Crocblock's bitch ass runs up on us like the kid from Recess telling on me. This clearly upsets the gang members, so they get rowdy. Once we sneak past the remaining grunts, we are face to face with Petrel for the final time. Which doesn't last long, and ultimately another fight we cruise past with no casualties. We take the key, head downstairs, battle Croc, and save the director. We start yapping with the director for a little bit, and he hands us the key card to save the rest of the radio tower. What a guy! We swipe the key card, make our way past the next executive, Proton. As they gatekeep the stairs to keep us from squandering their plans. Headed to the next Team Rocket member on the totem, Ariana. With the fire in her eyes, she's quickly extinguished like the other trainers who have stood before us. One threat left. We open the door, go towards the top of the tower where our final Rocket executive awaits us. The battle ends almost as quickly as it began. The radio tower is saved, once again playing all 3 of the same songs over and over and over again. And with the job well done, we head back towards our main goal, the final badge. We embrace the cold just a little longer and push through the icy cave, give the kimono dancer
that's stuck in the cave backshot to freedom and find the exit of this icy hell ourselves. We warm up, hang out in the Pokemon Center until I can feel my toes again. Narrowly avoiding amputating my little Lechonks, we stand at the final gym challenge. Claire, the Johto Demon's little sister. We battle the trainers in the gym one by one until we stand before our dragon damsel. Her team eagerly awaits the slaughter of my team. Thankfully, with the Uno reverse card handy, I hand her the L she rightfully deserves. Awaiting my final gym badge that I clearly just earned, I'm bamboozled by the crybaby that we just stomped out. I would like to also point out that having two gym leaders whine about the L that they take is actually crazy to me. At what point in the gym leader hiring process did they hear Whitney and Claire's 5-year plan of just gatekeeping gym badges and just crying about it? Where they were like, oh, yeah, you fit in, you'd be great, especially as the 8th gym badge. In no way does that make sense to me. But, moving on, our complaints have taken us to the Dragon's Den, where we're tasked with proving ourselves to see what kind of trainer we truly are. We do the only sensible thing and lie. Pretending like these little dudes aren't our tools for war, we trick the elders into handing over our final gym badge and leave the den. With all 8 badges in my possession and Team Rocket defeated, we're on top of the world. Then, boom! A bombshell is dropped on us. There's still much more to endure. Now that we have completed all 8 badges, we must face off against the dancers in Ecruteak, call upon a Sunburb, and journey through what may be the weakest victory road of all time. We beat down the dancers, fry that burb. All that stands in our way now is Crocblock. Living up to his name, blocking the exit to make it to the Pokemon League, we know what we must do. We drop a live grenade, nuking his team, and make our way to the final challenge. With our journey closing to an end, we make our last minute preparations. Also wanted to add, and with this ROM being a little bug, we could also have no healing items, so I had to think outside the box. Please, throughout this E4, ignore me teaching TM Moo Moo Milk to my Pokemon. They were thirsty, what was I to do? We leveled to about halfway to what the level cap is, thinking, yeah, this should be close level-wise since there really aren't any good documents for this ROM. I was fooled. The Elite Four was barely changed in any way. Why would I think that? All 4 members sharing the same fate of true humiliation. What did I have to show for this? What have I earned by getting this far in a game that started feeling incomplete? We try to even things with the last fights of the game. I keep my guys under the level cap to try to create as much of a challenge as I could. So let me not yap during this fight, so you can all truly enjoy the craziest and best fight of this entire ROM. Jam time! Come on, Lance. That's fine. Oh, alright. No flinch, no flinch, no flinch. Early static it. We're good. This is level 55. Okay. I'm thinking about T-waving this so we can have first move with Mimikyu and just play rough twice. I'm an idiot. Alright, never mind. I forgot about that. We die. Yep. I didn't want to risk it. So that tells me that he doesn't have a ground move, I believe. So thank God he missed. He had EQ? We may be cooked. We may be cooked. I wasn't expecting EQ on this fucking thing. I should have been, but I wasn't. Okay, fuck. I need to think about this. He's basically dead to us because we get outsped by Aerodactyl each and every time. We have to hope this hits. We have to. Pivot would not be the move. We have to go into... Crit! Crit! Sandstorm's done, so this should do more damage. Come on. I need a crit. Come on, please. Crit or high roll. I think... I don't even know if high roll does it. GG's. Unless he holds here. Nope. He definitely heals here, though. He 100% heals here. We got it. I believe. This is a fire move every single time. Or Shoutout Claw. Fuck me. No flinch. Give me the Omni boost. That would go so crazy. I think this has EQ though, right? It's gonna go for a rock move though. So I would say we may have to sack Gary here. He did what he needed to do, and then we go into Miss Mimi and hope we get a charm on it, so we can go, because Aurora is not gonna outspeed this fucking demon. A miss on that would have been massive, dude. GG's. See you go. You tried your best, Gary. All right, we have to get a charm here. Let's go, baby! Let's fucking go! Okay, we got this. We got this. I should have shadow sneaked. No crit, no critter, no critter flinch, no critter flinch. We have to dodge another, dodge another. Come on, come on, come on. Please, I believe, Pepe. Yes, dude! We have to ball. Don't die to Life Orb. Get the kill, please, please, please. Nope. Are we faster? Come on, man. Please. Please. It should with expert belt, dude. It should. Let's go! And just like that, we narrowly make it through Heartgold Generations. What a fight. What a journey it was. Going from one death from Gym 2 all the way to the champion, almost losing our entire team. What a journey. Thank you all again for those who did stick around for the entire video and watch things. I appreciate you all so much. If you did like the vibes, I do stream on Twitch. That is where all the clips and everything came from. So it would mean a lot if you guys stopped by there, popped in a stream, or at the very least, drop a subscribe. They are free. It's easy to do. I'm not going to press or anything too long about it because that's kind of cringe to me. But guys, thank you all again and have